Steven with us, you guys get back there? Just a second, okay.
Steven, do you want that number one ranking, or would you rather kind of be less in the spotlight, considering the Duke loss last night?
I feel like we get what we work for, and we've been working really hard. So as much as it doesn't matter to us, because what really matters is the outcome at the end of the year. We still hold that to our standard.
What do you make of the college basketball season so far? It looks to be no matter what you guys do, it'll be the fourth number one team in the month of November, or since the season started.
We've only played about 6 games, but this just viewing this college basketball season, it's been up and down for a lot of teams, and it's hard to tell who will be victorious in the end. But as long as we stick to our principles, things will fall into place for us.
How much did Sunday and how you all got by Akron kind of help understand what you're up against?
We have to come up with a better strategy for when we have the lead in certain games, and we just have to treat the game like it's 0-0. So every time we're on the court, that's something we have to be reminded of. Not be reminded of, but we have to go out there and execute.
Do you consider yourself a good passer out of the post, or how do you look at that?
Yeah, I think
I'm one of your. I'm sorry.
I believe I am a good passer out of the post. I believe pretty mindful of where my teammates will be or where I'll find them. Just from previously experience being doubled, and I feel like as effective I am a scorer, I can be just as effective as a passer with the right patience and my teammates trusting that I know where they'll be.
Is that something you work on a lot?
Yeah, I work on that.
Defensively, having to face Charles Bassey on Friday, what are the difficulties in guarding a guy like that?
Charles is a really good player. I played against him this summer when I went out to Cali for the Nike camp. But he's pretty skilled. He's a great athlete, and as long as we stick to our principles of front of the post and stuff like that, we have to just make sure that we can contain him the whole game.
You look forward to playing against him or somebody like him? Do you?
Yeah, definitely. I love playing against higher competition and stuff. People who give me a challenge, and just looking forward to this game on Friday.
How much does it help now having Malik back, just knowing that you don't necessarily have to be out there for 28 minutes?
Having Malik back is fun. It's been nice, because he's a really important piece of this team. So in practice, he helps up our competitiveness. He only makes our team better. Him and David Johnson being back, we're thankful for those two being back. So looking forward to Friday. We can only cause that much more of a problem for that team.
You seem to have gotten more patient, assertive, maybe that's the right word, when the ball comes into you, the low post, kind of checking things out, getting set and making a move. Is that by design? Is that something you've concentrated on? Yeah,
definitely. Being patient in the post is something I've definitely prided myself on this summer and coming into this season, because looking back on last season, I make a lot of my mistakes rushing the game, or miss a lot of my shots rushing the game more. So that was a very important part that I wanted to focus on.
Feel any added pressure playing an in-state team like Western Kentucky or anything like that?
Me personally, no, and I think I can speak for the team as well. We don't feel pressure as long as we go out there and play our game. So as long as we do that, the game will take care of itself.
What kind of things can you do when an opponent is making a big run back at you, cutting into that deficit? What kind of things can you guys do as players to kind of refocus yourselves?
When a team's on a run, main thing we like to do with the 5 guys that are on the court, we like to make sure we huddle after every dead ball, make sure that, you know, we are all on the same page, because, you know, the game is about runs. When we go on our run, we don't make sure it's twice as effective as when the team we're playing against went on their run. So that's kind of like, that's an important part.
If the ranking right now doesn't matter to you, how do you guys measure how good you are right now?
Shoot, I'd love to say that we're as good as we want to be, but I feel like I have a lot of confidence in this team to say that we're one of the best in the country. So we just have to continue to go out there and be the same people every night. And as long as we do that, everything else will take care of itself. You know, we don't pay too much attention to the rankings, but I mean, like, that's just shows what we work for.
Defensively, sometimes there are periods in games where it seems like communication's not happening. Some guys miss some rotations. Like, how much of an emphasis has that been in practice over the past few weeks?
Yeah, we've been improving in that area too, because our communication earlier on, you know, it's gotten better, but we were able to point, which comes back to the maturity of this team. We were able to point out the importance of our defense, where we need to pick up our communication. And I feel like we've done a good job adjusting and getting better in that area. And, you know, no team is perfect, but we're doing a good job of, you know, improving that.
Anything else, anyone?
Thanks.
Great.
Thanks, Steve.
No problem.